Officers opened fire on two people who crashed their truck into a Medford man's front yard. And that truck is a clue that tipped off federal officers. Police say the man and woman in that vehicle are now in the hospital with serious injuries following that shooting.
A law enforcement officer was also injured, minor injuries though. Police say it started at the Motel 6 on Biddle Road with federal officers from the Department of Justice and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms tracking two suspects, and ended nearby with Medford police shooting at the suspects in a quiet cul-de-sac. That's where we join Newswatch 12's Rob Scott, who has been covering this story for us all evening.
Rob, the shooting happened a little about after 3 o'clock today, but it sure looks like there are a lot of law enforcement officers still in that neighborhood.
Brian, Aaron, police are still on scene, and the investigation shows no signs of slowing down. And two suspects are still at Rogue Regional Medical Center and have undergone surgery in what Medford Police Chief Tim George describes as serious injuries from gunshot wounds. Chief Tim George says the investigation is early, but is releasing new details. Chris Burrell lives on Hilton Road in Medford and was waiting for his son to come home from school Thursday afternoon.
Don't even remember the truck crashing through the fence. I just heard a lot of yelling and then the gunshots.
Burrell says around 3 o'clock, he looked out his window to see a pickup truck crash into his front yard, surrounded by officers with their guns drawn. Medford Police Chief Tim George says Thursday afternoon, officials with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and the Oregon Department of Justice spotted the truck, which was associated with two suspects from Idaho near the Biddle Road Motel 6. The specifics of their warrants aren't being released, but the male and female suspects were believed to be armed and dangerous.
I can tell you there was a stolen vehicle information and also information on another similar type incident, similar to this, in an effort to arrest them in Idaho previously.
Chief George says the suspects began to realize they were being followed and turned into the North Crest Circle cul-de-sac. Law enforcement did not follow and instead attempted to set up spike strips. Police say it was then the suspects intentionally ran into a police car and crashed nearby, leading two Medford officers along with an ATF and ODJ officer to fire at the suspects. Burrell watched this unfold from his home and says his son's bus showed up shortly after.
And then I seen the bus come around the corner, so then I ran back downstairs because I knew my son was getting off. Some of his friends that live in North Crest Circle ride the bus too. And
police say both suspects have undergone surgery and are being treated for serious gunshot wounds at Rogue Regional Medical Center. The investigation is ongoing and will include a review of officers' use of deadly force.
Again, that's all part of this investigation. That's all based on what's going to be revealed in this investigation as to location, time, threat level, all those things get looked at.
Back out here at the crime scene, Hilton Road is still closed from Poplar Drive. That's where the crime scene investigation is taking place. As for additional information, Chief George says this is an ongoing investigation, and any further details and updates will come from the Jackson County District Attorney's Office. Live in Medford, Rob Scott, Newswatch 12.